everybody! How are you? I hope you're all doing well. So, today I'm back with a video and I have some news. Those who follow me on Instagram may know already, but I finished the first draft for my second book with 155,000 words so far. But I know when I go and edit, usually you shorten the book, right? But I know I still have to add a few things, so I don't know. It could end up with 160,000 words or less, I don't know yet. But that's more or less where it is. And yeah, it is definitely a weird feeling when you finish your first draft. The first instinct was, I'm gonna make a video the day after because I was taking a break for 5 days. Means I actually used 2 days of that to not work on anything. So I had 2 free days. And it would have been the perfect opportunity to make a video because I had time. However, I was so sad. I was really heartbroken. That second book, I mentioned it already and I try not to talk too much about it, but there were so many personal things I worked through, same as with the first one. But in the second it became more apparent and more apparent. And yeah, how did my husband, he just, it feels very heavy on the heart, he said. And you are very happy when you finish it, so I did accomplish something, right? But you have to leave the world then for a while, that is really hard, because that world and the characters that you came so close with, and you were with them on a journey, you are part of their journey, and then you're with them every day for months, and then from one day to another it's all done. And it's weird. You're left alone. I felt so lonely the first days, really lonely. I didn't really know what to do with myself, even though, because I neglected everything the last month. I do still have to catch up on a lot of things. But you're kind of floating through the air. You don't know really. You're not sitting down at your usual hours to write, and suddenly something is taken from you. And so I was really heartbroken, and I had to adjust now for a few days. It's been a week since my first day off. Now it's a week. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this, so who knows. But for now, it's been a week, and I adjusted a bit because I also started my editing again, so I do have, I come slowly back to my routine. But yeah, it's done. The first draft, so I still know what lies ahead of me. It's tons of work. Yeah, so that is some news that I wanted to share with you. I know probably not everybody wants to hear about that, but it's a big part of what I'm doing now. So that's how I use my channel now. I really have trouble with the light I see. Let me adjust. We have a sun, and sun comes and sun goes, so I may have to adjust a few times in between. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I did all that, and what I'm doing now is editing the first book again, so that goes in its final round. However, what I did now during those past days where I didn't work on the book itself was to renew my homepage. And now you can also find information about my book there. And during the time I was writing, every time I wasn't writing, I drew, I painted a few portraits of the characters, so you can have a look at that on my homepage, or places and a map. So but it's very still, you know, I still try to figure out how I want to build up that homepage. It's still at talesandfold.com. So I'm still using the same homepage, and I would be so grateful if you would go there and have a look what I did, and yeah, leave me feedback or whatever. You can also subscribe now to a newsletter if you want to learn more about my book, but also, I'm nervous even to say it, to get the first 2 chapters of the first book, A World Unseen. And yeah, I just thought I could give you a little preview, and so when you subscribe to the newsletter, you will get the first 2 chapters to read. So if that is something that interests you and you want to support me a little bit, I would be so grateful. Go ahead, I put the links in the description box as always. It would really mean a great deal to me. And then I checked the calendar and I saw we are approaching Samhain. When did that happen? I couldn't believe, oh wow, we're October already. Really, where did the time go? And usually when we enter that season, you know, everything becomes more quiet for me. I try to relax a little bit when I look at what I have to do still. I don't see myself slowing down anytime soon. But yeah, it's an interesting, I have a very different energy than I usually have for the time of Samhain. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that works out in general. What are your plans for Samhain? Let me know, comment. I still feel a little bit lonely, so really comment. I want to read your comments. Truly, it sounds weird, right? The loneliness that I'm experiencing right now, it's getting better now because I'm kind of, I don't know. I can adjust quite quickly, but it's still there. It's still there. And when I tried to make a video in the first 3 days, it didn't work. I was crying all the time. Like every time I said something, blah, blah, blah. But today I'm so energized. I have so much energy. That's why I can make this video now. Because I also know why I'm doing a video also now is this setting is gonna disappear. I told already in previous videos, I told you already that I want to do audiobook recordings, and this room with my altar has to go. I don't know how I'm gonna set it up. That's what I'm doing as soon as this video is done. As soon as I stopped recording, as I'm done with it, I'm gonna move things around, and blankets are gonna be hung up everywhere. And yeah, I'm also looking into the microphones I need and other soundproofing systems. Sorry. So I really need that energy now to clear here everything up. It's also weird because I don't know yet what I will do with my altar, how I will do all that. I don't know. That's what I'm planning to do this afternoon before I start editing again. And I thought, yeah, take the chance now to make another video, because I don't know when the next time will be that I will make a video. However, now also for news, when you go to my homepage, you will see that the Get a Reading is gone. It's not there anymore. Means that page is still on my homepage, but you won't see it anymore. I got a few emails the last weeks again with when will you open for readings, and I can say now I don't see that happening before March next year. That's when I planning to release my book, and with everything that I still have to do, means the editing, the cover art, the audio book, and then the formatting and all that, and the marketing. However I'm gonna do that, no idea. I suck at that so bad. And I just don't see how, if I want still somehow of a life in between, I can't see myself doing readings, and I'm not in the mindset at all to do that for others. So there are not going to be readings anymore. However, what didn't change on my homepage is still my OM. So the OM series is still there. You can find all the text, the fairy course, so everything that is still on my homepage. It will not change. You still have access to the free courses. My blog is still there. I don't know if anybody ever read my blog. To be honest, doesn't matter either, nothing too important on there, but I kept it up there. So that is all there. It's just you're not getting a reading anymore, and like I said, I don't see that happening before my book is released, and even after that, I don't know, it feels like you have to start all over again, and I don't know if I'm gonna do that. So, but if I'm gonna start doing readings again, it's probably gonna be after March, when I plan on releasing my book. However, I just figured out that with the audiobook, it takes 6 weeks until they reviewed your audio files. And because my idea was actually to release it in February, the 1st of February, on my birthday for Imolk. I thought, oh, it would be grand to release my book that day. But because I saw that now that it can take up to 6 weeks until they reviewed your audio files, I'm not sure. I'm guessing March. I guess we shall see. We shall see. But I want to release those things as close together as possible: the audiobook and the Kindle and the paperback. So, and yeah, because I do everything myself, because I do self-publish, it is just a tremendous amount of work, and that's why I can't just do those tarot readings, because I promised my husband that I would take one day off a week, one day a week, and you know, there was a awkward pause. There we go. Sorry. And so yeah, you can take one day where you do readings, right? One day a week. But then again, it's work as well, you know. One day we just take a breather and go out with my husband, spend my time with him, because he is neglected as well. Poor guy. But he's hanging in there. He hopes it gets better. No, but really, I you know, one day where you can just spend time with loved ones, and you don't have anything on your plate, and you just catch up on everything else that you've neglected during the past week. So no, sorry for those who asked and who wanted a reading with me. Sorry, but yeah, my focus has shifted entirely, and there are so many wonderful tarot readers out there, so you really have a free choice, right? So what else? Oh, tarot, why we are at tarot. I still don't know if I should bring it up or not. Let me think about that for a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna mention it and try to keep it as brief as possible. In the world of tarot, I'm probably gonna edit that and you have no idea what I just did. Basically, I was just yelling very loudly at the camera and I have no idea why. In the world of tarot, the last weeks were there was a bit of an upheaval about a certain deck. So some people may even know what it is, some not. And I got this deck, I have this deck. And I received it pretty much with the first one. So we're talking about the Bone Stone and Earth Flesh Tarot. So I have it here. And for those who are, ooh, yeah, awesome. So that's the deck. that I'm gonna talk about a little bit now. However, whatever I say now, don't be offended, don't go all hatey on me, because I've been in that Facebook group and that's the reason why I hate Facebook and why I'm not using Facebook. Like, really? So much hate going on, so much, wow, not my thing at all. However, so as many whoever ordered this deck or is anyway aware of this deck, you know, it took 3 years until from buying, over 3 years from the purchase to actually getting it. And yeah, when I bought it, I thought, oh, amazing and everything. But like I said, there has been so much controversy around this and so on. And I got this deck and I opened the box, I checked if everything is alright. Everything is alright, so no problem with cards. The book is wonderful. It's really a good guidebook, a solid guidebook. I didn't read it entirely, I just had a look through, and I was really positively surprised how well it is written. And it's a beautiful deck. There's no discussion about that. However, like I said, 3 years have passed in the meantime, and in these 3 years I purchased many tarot decks. So I see I'm not touching it, you know. I just checked if everything is alright, and since a few weeks, how long is it now? Like I said, I was one with the first one who actually got this deck. I'm in Germany, by the way, if you wonder. Really weird, because usually it takes very long until something gets here, especially China. Last time I ordered something from there, I didn't even know that it was from China, and it took like 3 months. And yeah, but however, I received it quite early, and it's sitting here and I'm not using it. And the thing is, I've seen already how people are selling it, and when I saw the price for what they are selling it, I thought, now I'm tempted. I'm seriously tempted. Like I said, I am going to record my own audiobook. In order to do so, I need a microphone and I need a bit of soundproofing. And it would be, for what I've seen now, the prices, and I'm not going to tell you an exact number, that would cover my expenses. And because the book is just sitting here, or the deck is just sitting here and collecting dust, I'm thinking about selling it. So if there are any of you who are seriously interested, let me know. I will contact you, because I am not entirely sure yet. I wanted to give it another month to see if I'm going to use it. The problem is, one of the reasons I'm kind of afraid to use it is because of the gilding. I mentioned it already a few times on my channel. I'm not a big fan of gilding because it always wears off very quickly. I don't think I have a deck where it doesn't, and I don't even riffle shuffle anymore. Let me just adjust for a second. I didn't even shuffle the deck because I'm afraid when I shuffle the deck and then the gilding is, you know, and I want to sell it, which I'm not 100% sure yet. If so, I definitely sell it for a higher price than I purchased it. And not because, you know, immediately you see people getting angry and greedy, greedy, greedy. It's not about that. It's just, it could be an investment in something that really matters to me right now. And so I'm torn at the moment, but it would be also a waste if I would have it, you know, in my shelf and never touch it, right? I think it's a beautiful deck and it should be loved. And so that's one of my tarot news. I have a deck where I'm not certain if I should sell it or not, but I can imagine already that that's, I don't know, I hope those people are not on my channel, seriously. Because the hate and the constant... Wow. Also one of the reasons why the whole idea of tarot community... You know, when that's pretty much the only thing I saw the last months. Everything related to tarot was that group. So I didn't watch any videos anymore because YouTube was the only thing I used YouTube for was music, or finding out how to record, what software to use, completely other stuff. I didn't watch any tarot videos or anything like that lately. And so everything that I saw about the tarot community was in that group. And it was quite bad. And that's not really where I see myself. And yeah, so... however, I don't think, you know... I don't think that the tag is somehow negative. I was quite surprised how fresh and gentle, and it really has, can we say it about a deck of cards? It has a nice fresh energy. I like it. I do, and that's the problem. I wish I wouldn't like it, so it would be very easy for me to sell it, right? Like, I hate it. Ugh, go. But I love the artwork, and I think the guidebook, it's solid. That should be, you know, a beginner's guidebook for everybody. You know, that would be awesome if she would make a book like that. So if there would be anything that I don't like about this deck, it would be easier for me to sell it. Sorry, words. But yeah, like I said, there is that part of me that wants to invest in a passion project right now, and so I'm thinking about it. And I thought to myself, if by November I still haven't used this deck, I'm gonna sell it. So if there is anybody interested, let me know. I can contact you if I wanna sell it. And so you know that. And if you don't agree with anything that I said, just leave it. That's fine. It's okay. We don't have to. So that's how long are we going? Probably too long. Yeah, that's all I wanted to cover. So I told you about my book. I told you about my homepage. I'm weirdly excited about my homepage because it somehow made the whole book real. Like, oh, this is really gonna happen. So weirdly, even though there is not much on it yet about the book, because I cannot tell you much yet because it's not out there yet. Oh yeah, and also I have songs in my book, and as soon as I get that good micro, I'm gonna record the songs. And I'm not gonna bring them on YouTube. They're gonna be just on my own page. I'm not gonna do anything of that on this channel. Homepage, so please go check it out if you want to preview chapters, blah blah blah. And told you a bit about tarot, so I'm not doing readings anymore, and that possible I'm gonna sell the Bone Stone and Earthflesh tarot just for me to buy the good microphone and then the stuff. Sorry, the mic screen and all the stuff. And more blankets for this room, because as I'm sitting here and talking, wow, I really need to do a lot with this room. But it's the smallest, it's the best room because there are no electric, doesn't matter, you don't care. So if you made it so far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope to hear from you or read from you. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Much love and many blessings, and bye-bye.